Hi, how are you doing? Paul here, welcome. So what exactly is reflection time and why should you give yourself some more time to reflect in order to relax, reflect and grow? Let's say, for example, you are the leader or you are the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. What is one of the most important roles of being a leader and being on board of a ship? You might think, well, it's about delegation. Sure, it comes with it, but what's more important is staying in touch with the vision. The vision that fuels the mission. Because the mission is the whole energy, the whole consciousness of where an organization is growing, where a community is going. But here's the thing, we all have our own conditions. And what we are doing, we're bringing in our past conditioning into the present moment with the expectation that becomes our future as well. So what most leaders, entrepreneurs, business owners, so what they are doing, they're working inside their business, in their day-to-day operations, day-to-day surviving, instead of at their business. When you work at your business, you are in your leadership, you are in your creative flow. You are constantly into your visionary states. Because the visionary states, that once again will polish the mission. Now, why is it so important? And you might say, well, I'm not a business owner, I'm not the CEO of your company, but at least you are the leader of your own life. And perhaps you can recognize some of these things that we are doing. It doesn't matter whether you are a CEO of a company, an entrepreneur, a professional, or just a mom working from home. It doesn't matter what you are. We are all living in this reactive state, into this treadmill. Reflection time is basically a practice, a self-care practice that will help you to take a step back from everything, your reactive mode, in order to step up and reconnect with this visionary mode, where you can receive these visions, insights, inspirations on what it is that drives you, how to fill up your own tank. Because, you know, we have our conditions we have developed and created in our childhood, upbringing, society, and even from our ancestral lineage. And we could say our consciousness is like a glass of water. Unfortunately for most of us, this glass of water is not pure. It's dirty. It's filled in with limited beliefs. If you give yourself some more time to reflect, you can start to look at your own glass and see how can you cleanse it, how can you purify it, how can you align yourself with your core essence, the core essence of our authenticity, by opening up the heart chakra, which can bring in more light, which can fuel our mission and cleanse and purify and heal this glass of water of our subconscious. Our subconscious is basically like a massive iceberg. When you are out of alignment with your cause, your purpose, your soul contract, you're basically all the way to the bottom of this iceberg, feeling lost, drowning, fatigued, tired, physical illness, you name it, financial issues, relationship trouble. By stepping into this mindfulness self-care practice for yourself, cleansing, purifying your glass of water, you're raising your consciousness and you're coming to the surface. It's like you're polishing your diamonds. Once you come to the surface, you will reach a tipping point. You have brought yourself into alignment with your core essence, and this tipping point can cast like, okay, what kind of practical steps do I need to learn right now is to go and get my message out in the world? How can I serve? Because here's the thing, we basically have two different kinds of desires. According to mindfulness, according to the Buddhism, all human suffering is based on having a desire. But more like a desire, like we need something or we wanting something because what we believe, what we think we want, we don't have it, and therefore we are missing something. We are not whole, we're not complete. When we have that feeling of not being good enough, we don't love ourselves enough, we don't accept our current state of being, of where we are at in life, and then what we try to do is we try to prove our worth through accomplishments. No matter what has to be done in order to get there. We suffer for ourselves and we make other people suffer in the process. The second desire is when you have done this practice, which is, by the way, it's not a luxury, it's a necessity. If, of course, you decide being heart-driven, authentic, conscious, spiritual entrepreneur in this new age, bathing the new consciousness on this earth, on this planet, is that this self-care practice, this mindfulness self-reflection practice is not a luxury, it's a necessity. I can share my whole story of when you neglect this necessity and where you could end up of not doing any of this. And you will recognize it for yourself is that you will fall out of alignment at the bottom of this iceberg, deep down somewhere in the water. Perhaps you find yourself with high levels of stress, dealing with anxiety, burnout, chronic fatigue, emotional moodiness, tiredness, no purpose, no joy, lack of fulfillment, satisfaction, lack of vitality, not enough money, not enough social relationship, friendships, romantic partner. I'm sure you can fill in the blank. So reflection time, it's really about allowing yourself to give yourself some more time to reflect, get out of your reactive states and get in touch with your visionary states in order to fuel your cause, your mission. And for many empaths, high sensitives, this cause is all about the journey of self-care. Once you have been long enough on this journey, you will notice is that your glass of water starts to flow over to the world. Your vibrational frequency has come to such an extent is that your Garden of Eden has grown as much that others can also start to eat from the fruits. That's my whole philosophy. That's why I do what I do, is to raise our consciousness, raise our awareness, step into a business vehicle that can help others find their own purpose in life by fueling their body, mind and spirits. So what else we do here? Once you decide to subscribe on my mailing list, I will keep you notified of upcoming events, hiking in nature, mindfulness in nature, meditation online. I will bring in guest speakers. We will have wellness classes where I can learn about health and nutrition through a 10-day cleanse, getting on a superfood diet, getting rid of the processed foods that will bog you down, make you feel sluggish, and of course so much more. So I'm really looking forward to welcome you in our community and let's learn from each other.